top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I've tried to cut these corners, try to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could've gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world.
That's one false step for man, one giant pursuit for mankind.
I'll start by creating a new web project. I call it Spring Web MVC project 01. It's gonna be running on Tomcat 7. And it's gonna have a web.xml file. I also downloaded and unzipped the Spring Framework 3.2.4. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be copying these 6 jars and I'm gonna drop them in web content, webinf, lib. I also have downloaded and unzipped commons logging, and I'm gonna be picking up this jar. And dropping it here. Next I'm gonna go ahead and create this controller class that I'm gonna call demo controller, and that I'm gonna put in this package. And I'm also gonna create a GSP for the view side that I'm gonna call default.jsp. And I'm also going to create an XML file that I'm going to call Spring Web MVC servlet.xml. And now going to web.xml, it's going to be the display name. And I'm going to declare this servlet. So org.springframework.web.servlet.dispatcher servlet. And this is a front controller, meaning it's a top level controller that would manage other controllers. So I'm gonna be mapping it to this URL pattern. Now going to the demo controller, I'm gonna annotate this as a controller. and I want this controller to be invoked when a request comes in with slash demo, for example, something like this. So HTTP, if I'm on localhost 8080, so the project name and demo. And I also want to display a message in the GSP when a GET request comes in to the controller. So essentially a message and a map. I'm gonna have a map here, and I'm gonna put this message in the map, and gonna be picking it up with a thank you message attribute. And what this is gonna return is actually it's gonna return the name of the GSP that is gonna be invoked. So this is gonna be default, since I want to invoke this GSP. I want to send this message to the GSP and get it displayed in that GSP. So essentially handler methods like this one that are annotated with this annotation, with the request mapping annotation, have very flexible signatures. For example, instead of a map here, I could have had a model or a model map. And to pick up this message and display it on the GSP, all what I'm gonna have is this. So pick up the thank you message and display it. And let me add this title here. The last thing that I need to code is this one, the Spring Web MVC -servlet. So here I'm gonna start by opening and closing the beans tag. And I'm gonna put this XML tag here. So context component scan. So the base package is gonna be my com.ca.tutorial.spring. Means enable auto scanning feature in Spring. And the base package here that I specified, it does indicate where the components are stored. So Spring is gonna scan this folder and find the beans that are annotated with @component and register them in the Spring container. And here the only thing I'm gonna have is this bean that's defined. So bean, the class is org.springframework.web.servlet.view.internal resource view resolver. So this is used to resolve the final output GSP or HTML page. Also you can add the prefix and then suffix to the view name and generate the final view page URL. So you'd have prefix plus view name plus suffix. Next, let me go ahead and run this. So let me go ahead and open the servers and start it. And I'm gonna go to my project name and /demo, and this is the message that is returned from here, from the controller, demo controller. And this was the web.xml.